Hi everyone, and thanks for tuning in to Retro Man Forever, the only channel that flashes back nostalgically to every decade. So today the focus is on a mystery western from down under, and I'll be answering the question, which Aussie western did Kirk Douglas miss out on? Westerns are one of the most fascinating genres, and you know what is even more fascinating than your standard western? An Aussie western. Yes, in the land down under, we have our own brand of western. And in the 1980s, there was a script that was knocking around and gathering big interest from a veteran Western actor who could only be described as a Hollywood legend. That man, of course, was Kirk Douglas, and the Western script that caught Kirk's attention was Quigley Down Under. Now, you may have heard of that title, as it did become a film in 1990 starring Magnum PI's Tom Selleck. But the story of how Kirk Douglas missed out on starring in Quigley Down Under is a rather interesting one. And on a trivia note, Quigley was a film that was in development for many years. At one point, Kirk Douglas wanted to play the role of Matthew Quigley, and you can kind of see how that almost happened. Kirk came out to Australia to star in The Man from Snowy River, and he happened to see the Quigley script around that time, and he really wanted to do that film as well. Legend has it, in Kirk's quest to get the film made, he approached Australian billionaire Kerry Packer to help finance the movie. Kirk's film was certainly ambitious and featured his Quigley character leading an almighty revolution of Aborigines against their oppressors. Packer and his film production company partner Philip Adams felt that Douglas's proposed film seemed to confuse Aborigines with Zulus, and that the script was somewhat culturally insensitive. It is believed that Douglas wanted to be shown riding tall in the saddle with 10,000 Aborigines behind him. Packer and Adams felt that this rather ludicrous plot showed a profound ignorance of Australian and Aboriginal history. They weren't looking to make a Zulu or a Zulu Dawn, and it is for this reason that they would not produce the film. It is believed that Douglas got quite angry when they refused to make it. Years later, the script underwent some changes, and the film Quigley Down Under emerged, with Tom Selleck's Quigley being hired by a ruthless cattle station owner for his sharpshooting skills. When Selleck finds out that his real job is to eradicate Aborigines, Selleck refuses to work and is then beaten up by the station owner's men before being dumped in the harsh desert. Selleck is rescued by Aborigines and in the process becomes a hero to the local Indigenous people. So yes, at that time, Kirk Douglas was really getting on in years, and it became a missed opportunity for him, but it remains one of those great movies in Tom Selleck's catalogue. So basically, if it had been made 10 or so years earlier, it could have worked for Kirk Douglas, but in the end, they went for Tom Selleck, and he was just the perfect choice. He has a commanding presence on the screen. He looks great in those Western duds with the hat, and definitely that rifle really has a sting to it. So when you see Selleck pick up that rifle, you know he means business, and there is just some really eye-catching shooting sequences in this. There are some Aboriginal sequences in this film that could make you squirm. It was a really sad thing what was happening back then, and this film explores some of those themes with this fictitious story of this sharpshooter. But Tom Selleck just plays the role so well. He is the moral centre of the piece, and he won't budge and do what Rickman wants him to do. He'll stand up to Rickman at whatever the cost. So there's some interesting one-upmanship going on here. It's a real man's movie, but you add that little element of San Giacomo in there as Selleck's love interest, and this really is a film that plays for a wide audience. So Quigley is just a solid film, not only a great Australian film, but a really unique, remarkable Western. So if you put this on, you will just get swept up. There's some really unique vistas in this one. And I think that Tom Selleck is just a solid actor. So there's a lot on show here with Quigley Down Under, and I just think it's a big delight. Well, now it's over to you. Tell us what you think of Quigley Down Under in the comments below. Please share your memories on the movie and also give us your thoughts on Kirk Douglas's proposal. Have your say, and I'll see you next time for another episode of Film Focus. Thanks for watching, and as always, this is Retro Man, living the dream, retro style. Stay gold. Thanks for watching. Retro Man will return faster than a boomerang. But in the meantime, please check out these other episodes.